Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Techno Universe. In this video, we will be talking about cloud computing. We will learn some of the basic concepts around cloud computing, like what is cloud computing, how it is beneficial to the organizations, what are the different platforms, models available in cloud computing, and most important part is how the security and compliance requirements are met and how your data is safe. So, listen to this video till the end to understand the concepts of cloud computing. But before we start this video, if you are visiting my channel for the first time, then please like, share and subscribe. So, let's begin today's video. So, let's start our video by opening the door of cloud and know a little more about cloud computing history. Cloud computing history starts from 1950s and slowly it became popular by 1970s when Amazon brought its cloud solution called Amazon Web Services by providing storage and computing services in the cloud. So let's not spend more time to know the history of the cloud computing, rather understand the concept of cloud computing. Let's understand cloud computing. So the first thing we want to understand is what is cloud computing, right? So as per the definition from Wikipedia, cloud computing is on-demand delivery of IT resources via the internet. Now, what does it mean? It means as per the requirement or the demand of the business, organizations can enhance the infrastructure or reduce it. In cloud computing model, you can access technology services such as computing power, storage power and databases as per the need. In current scenario, you have various cloud service providers named few as Amazon or AWS, Microsoft Azure, Google Cloud and many more. Now let's see what are the benefits we have of cloud computing and why it is becoming popular. So let's understand the characteristics of cloud computing and do a little deep dive. It is scalable, cost effective, self-service deployment, ease of migration, boundaryless, mobility and service availability. Now we will talk each one of these areas in little detail. So what is scalability? Means you can easily increase or decrease the computing resources as per the need or demand, which means it's reduce the cost of operations and save a lot for the organization. Now the second benefit is cost effective. In the cloud computing environment, you can avail the services based on the subscription model, which means you have to only pay for the services which you or your organization use. Next benefit is self-service deployment, which means you need not to hire technology specialists in each of the areas to manage your infrastructure or data centers. Now hope you are getting closer that why organizations wants to move to cloud. In cloud computing environment, it is easy to migrate from one service provider to another without need of major investment on resources like people, process and technology. As the name suggests, cloud, we can see cloud wherever we go. In the same way, you can access your data and applications wherever you go. Sounds great, right? In the cloud environment, you can access or store your data wherever you are. You just need an internet connection to access your data and application. So using any of your mobile device, you can access, store and modify the information you need without thinking that where your data is getting stored. That's the power of the cloud computing. The most and critical part of the cloud computing is that the availability of the application or services, which means you are rest assured that in case of any disaster or an incident, your services are not going to take longer time to restore, like we have seen in traditional data centers. As part of the standard cloud solution, service providers offers 99.999% uptime. So you are always relaxed about your application or system unavailability. In cloud computing, we have two models. One, platform model and other one is service model. In platform model, it is again divided into three different areas like private cloud, public cloud and hybrid cloud. Private cloud. In private cloud model, services are delivered from a business data center to internal users. With a private cloud, An organization builds and maintains its own underlying cloud infrastructure. Common private cloud technologies and vendors include VMware and OpenStack. Public cloud. In the public cloud model, a third party cloud service provider delivers the cloud services over the internet. Public cloud services are sold on demand, so based on the need, an organization can avail the services. Customers only pay for the CPU cycles, storage, or bandwidth they consume. Public cloud service providers are Amazon, Microsoft Azure, IBM, Google Cloud Platform, and many others. Last but not the least is hybrid cloud. A hybrid cloud is a combination of public cloud services and on premise private cloud. Companies can run mission critical workloads or sensitive applications on the private cloud and use the public cloud to handle workloads or spikes in demand. The goal of hybrid cloud is to create a unified, automated, scalable environment that takes advantage of all that a public cloud infrastructure can provide while still maintaining control over mission critical data. But before we finish this platform model concept, there is another emerging concept in cloud computing called multi cloud. In multi cloud platform, organizations can adopt multi cloud for various reasons. For example, they could do so to minimize the risk of a cloud service outage or take advantage of more competitive pricing from particular vendor. Multi-cloud implementation and application development can be a challenge because of the differences between cloud providers, services, and application program interface, which is APIs. So till now, we have understood the concept of platform model. Now, we will understand the concept of service model. In this model, we have 5 different categories like infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, software as a service, disaster recovery as a service, and function as a service. In platform as a service or PaaS is a concept of providing a computing platform and software solution stack as a virtual or cloud-based service. The primary attraction of PaaS is the avoidance of having to purchase and maintain high-end hardware and software locally. In this model, Infrastructure as a Service or IaaS takes the PaaS model yet another step forward and provides not just on demand operating solutions but complete outsourcing options. Infrastructure as a Service or IaaS providers such as AWS supply a virtual instance and storage as well as APIs that let users migrate workloads to a virtual machine. Users have an allocated storage capacity and can start, stop, access, and configure the VMs and storage as desired. In SaaS or software as a service model provides on-demand online access to specific software, applications, or suites without the need for local installation, which means you can access your application over the internet from anywhere. Disaster Recovery Service or DRaaS is rapidly gaining popularity and is offered by an increasing number of service providers. DRaaS is defined as providing a remotely hosted disaster recovery service to protect a business data and application. Function as a Service or FaaS model is a completely new cloud model to many organizations. It provides a platform for customers to develop, run, and manage applications without the complex maintenance and building of infrastructure that is usually associated with the development and the launch of an app. This model is mostly used for building microservices. Now also let's see what is serverless architecture. It is an architecture to build and run applications services without having to manage infrastructure. AWS Lambda offers a platform or compute service that lets you run your code without provisioning or managing servers. AWS Lambda executes your code only when needed and scales automatically from a few requests per day to thousands per second. So, till now we have understood the concepts of cloud computing, benefits of cloud computing, and architecture of cloud computing. Now we will discuss the most important part of cloud computing, which is security and compliance. Always remember, cloud security is a shared responsibility of organization and cloud service provider. So we can't wash our hands by saying it is the responsibility of cloud service provider. With the increased burden of industry regulations such as SOX, HIPAA, PCI-DSS, and many more, it is essential to ensure that a cloud service provider have sufficient protection to maintain the desired compliance level. Now, if you are excited to migrate to cloud, then wait. There are certain critical areas you need to consider before migrating your data to cloud, like data encryption. What kind of data encryption is implemented, like data at rest and data in transit? What encryption algorithms are used to protect the data from unauthorized access? Service availability commitment. As we discussed earlier, most of the cloud service providers offers 99.999% uptime. Ensure that they have proper process, policies, and controls to demonstrate the same. Backup solution. Verify that how your data is getting backed up and stored to be used during disaster or an incident. Deletion of data. Understand the process of the service provider, that how can he assure you that once the contract is terminated, your data will be deleted or handed over back to you. As per the 2019 report, the following chart represents the market leaders in cloud services. Thank you for your participation in this journey with me, and if you like my video, then please share, subscribe and comment. Also let me know on which topic you would like to see in the next video. Till then, bye, stay home and stay safe.